Hello everybody, it's Dawn and welcome back. Hope you've all had a good weekend and ready for another week of crafting. Well, today we are going to be making a bit of home decor, or decor, however you pronounce it. And I have used dies, but if you haven't got dies, you can use any shape you've got. You don't even have to use a heart. You can use anything you like. If you haven't got a heart shape but you want one, just fold a piece of paper in half, draw half a heart around it, cut it out and use it as a template. So because I've got dies, I've got some nesting dies which I've had forever. So I'm going to use those and we're going to make a hanging heart. So this will hang up by the time we're done. And I've cut 4 of these. Well, I've cut 3 of these and 1 in the next size down, but we'll get to that in a minute. But the first thing we need to do, we need to make a hole in this first one. This is going to be the back one. And it may not be possible to get your hole piercing tool, or whatever you want to call it, whatever you've got, into, because of this is it's quite a dip down. I found that mine didn't quite go. It sort of went halfway across there. It didn't quite come into the middle, and we need it about there. And mind you, my tool is very old, so if you've got one that's a bit more modern, it probably does. But for those who haven't got tools, just take a pair of scissors, and I'd come down about roughly ½ inch. I haven't measured. And I've got a mouse mat, an old mouse mat underneath, and I'm going to take the point of a pair of scissors. Then I'm going to close the scissors, push it in like that, not all the way through, but just a little way. And then what we're going to do to make the hole bigger, we're going to twist like that. And if you want the hole a bit bigger still, just push it a bit further in. But you need it big enough. Now, I know that hole looks absolutely awful, but once you're finished, once this thing's put together, you won't see it, so don't worry about it. I have got some ribbon here, and I've just all I've done is I've tied a knot, and we're going to push that through. Now, if that's not big enough, we might be able to force it through. Yes, we can. Wonderful. And what we need to do, we need to make sure that we push the loop through the knot end and not the other way around. That way the knot will be on the back. So we're pushing the loop through, not the knot, and we're going to pull gently like that. So we're just going to pull very gently. We don't want to pull too hard because we don't want to tear it. So that will now be on the back and you have your loop. So we don't need the mat anymore. So I'm going to take that away and put that up there. So now we've got something to hang it on. And the reason I've done that first will become obvious in the next step. I've cut another one, and on the back I have got foam pads. And I'm going to turn it over, line it up. I'm going to line mine up from the bottom, but you can line up yours from wherever you feel most comfortable. And I'm going to pop that down there like that. Well, let's go out a bit further. We're a bit close again, aren't we? That's better. You can see what we're doing now. And I've got another one, which again, I'm going to line up the bottom point and give it a good push. And I've got a slightly smaller one this time. Now, if you have got a smaller one, how you arrange this is up to you. You can either line it up, but I'm going to put mine roughly in the middle so that the one behind it creates a bit of a frame like that. So that when you pick it up, it's quite a sort of, actually you can't see it when I pick it up, but it's quite if I hold it up that way, it's quite a solid piece, so it'll hang quite nicely. Now, I've die cut some flowers, and for that I'm going to use my hot glue gun, which I've got warming up quite nicely. And it's bubbling away, so we should be all right. And I'm going to put 1 flower there. Oops, wrong way around. That was a good start, wasn't it? Now, these might not be dry just yet, so you might see a bit of, I put these together with tacky glue, but the glue's not quite dry yet because I've only just finished making them. But that's all right, we'll be okay. And I'm going to just put another piece of a blob of glue there, and I'm going to put another flower there. Now, I have die cut 2 leaves, and the reason I've put my flowers on first, because it makes it easier to decide where you're going to put your leaves. So I might put 1 there, and 1 coming down like that. Oh, wrong way around. So perhaps 1 up there and 1 coming down like that. That's quite nice. I quite like that. So we can always hide that bit under there like that. So yes, I quite like that. Let's do that. So I'll just, again, add a bit of a blob of glue like that. You only need one little blob, because then you can hide the stem underneath the flower like that. And just pop it down like that. And that is wedged under there quite nicely, but I think we will just put some glue. So we'll just lift that little petal up like that. Put some glue on it like that. Now this won't take long. We're nearly finished actually. But once you've got a little bit of time with hot glue, not a great deal. But I quite like that. I think we're going to leave it like that. If you wanted to put some sprays of leaves, you can, but I'm going to leave it like that. Now, I'm just going to finish it off. You could leave it like that, and that would hang. Well, because of where my camera is, you can't see it hanging, so I'll leave it flat. But you could leave it like that, and that would be perfectly acceptable. But I'm not too happy about that bit there, because you can still see the knot. So what I've done, I had a feeling that might happen. So I've tied myself a little bow. And again, I'm going to use hot glue. And I'm just going to put a blob of glue just at the top there. And I'm going to decide which way round to put my bow. And I'm going to pop that just on the top like that. So it just disguises the knot. It might not cover it completely, but it does disguise it. And that makes it, and not only does it disguise the knot, it makes it pretty. And you can, if you want to, add one more embellishment. Now all I'm going to do, you don't have to do this. I'm going to turn it over, and on the back, again I'm going to use my hot glue. I'm just going to put a little bead of glue, because we don't want too much, it's only ribbon, and I'm going to put some ribbon on the back like that. Now this is too long. Well, you can have it that long if you wish, but I don't want it that long. So what I'm going to do is turn it over, and I don't really want it that long. Where are my scissors? Oh, they're there. So what I'm going to do, I'll just pop it up there a minute. I'm going to, first of all, cut it to the length that I want it. But, oh, that wasn't very straight, was it? Never mind, try again. So that's all right, we'll just cut it like that. And then, if you want fishtails in your ribbon, if you've never done this before, fold it in half lengthways, and then take your scissors and cut from the edge to the centre fold. So if you folded it, cut like that, and when you open it out, you will have a perfect fishtail in your hanging. So if I pop it down a little bit more, just a tiny bit more, and you can see the whole thing. So there we go. There is our hanging heart room decor or home decor. And as I say, because of the angle of my camera, I can't show it to you when it hangs, because if I do that, well, you'll sort of see it, but you get, I'm sure you get the idea. Oh, and I've just knocked my camera. So that's another thing. That's another reason I couldn't put it up. So there we are. There's a piece of home decor, a nice hanging ornament. So I hope you've enjoyed that and found it useful. And incidentally, thank you to all our new subscribers, and welcome. It's lovely to have you on board. And welcome, of course, to all of our long-time subscribers. It's lovely to have you too. So welcome, everybody. I know I should have said that at the beginning of the video, but because I'm a bit absent-minded these days, I forgot. So welcome, everybody, our new subscribers and long-time subscribers and friends. It's lovely to have you on board. And I do hope you've enjoyed this piece of home decor, and that you'll have a go yourself. And when you come back on Thursday, we will be having another crafting project, so I hope you can join me for that. And if you're enjoying these videos, please do, if you haven't already of course, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell, and you'll never miss a new upload. And I will see you Thursday. And in the meantime, enjoy the rest of the week, have fun, take care, and as always, happy crafting. Bye bye for now.